Hello and welcome back to ManVFilm. It's time for the Radiance July announcements. We've got 5 titles here. I think it's a pretty strong month. Not had a right look into the movies as yet, but just seeing the caliber of talent on show here and a little bit of some of the synopsis just sounds like my kind of movie. So let's dive in and have a look at some of these films. First up, we have 18 Years in Prison Limited Edition. This is another Thai Kato film, the third one in the Radiance range so far. Trying to survive in the ruins of post-war Japan, Kawada and Sukada run afoul of military police after stealing a valuable copper wire. Kawada is arrested and sent to prison, but Chukuda uses the gang gains to start a Yakuza gang, facing violent inmates and a cruel warden. Kawada vows to escape and storm his former partner. Tai Kato directs this epic prison story with characteristic visual flair, while gangster turned actor Ando delivers a stunning performance charged with real-life gravitas. We've got the high-def digital transfer, uncompressed mono PCM audio, appreciation by Tony Raines, and we have a visual essay on Japanese prison films by Tom Mace, original trailer, newly translated English subtitles, reversible sleeve, and a limited edition booklet. I've got a little link here where you can go and check out the trailer as well. And we also have the bundle package where customers, if you buy at least 4 out of 5 of our July releases, you can get a 10% off. You don't need to get all 5. So, if there's one that doesn't quite tick it for you, then yeah. So the Thai Kato stuff so far has been pretty great. So it makes sense that this one's going to be another great one. Okay, so next we have Chow Pantin, which I'm probably butchering the title of that. Ben Susan is a small-time drug pusher in the 18th arrondissement of Paris. Being trailed by suspicious patrol cops, he takes refuge in a petrol station and strikes up a conversation with night manager Lambert. As Ben Susan continues to drop in on Lambert, they develop a friendship, but it isn't long before problems arise for Ben Susan, and Lambert feels a responsibility to the young tearaway. Slick and stunningly shot by Bruno Newton, this rain-soaked neo-noir was a multiple winner for French César Academy Awards, taking home acting prizes for both leads. You get a 4K restoration by Pathé, approved by the cinematographer, uncompressed mono PCM audio, Once Upon a Time, a documentary on the film featuring interviews with writer, director, novelist, stars. More to be confirmed. There's a trailer, new improved English subtitle translation, reversible sleeve featuring original and newly commissioned artwork, and a booklet. Yeah, I love neo-noirs. This one sounds interesting enough. The fact that it won a lot of awards makes it sound pretty great. The trailer actually looks really interesting on this one as well. Next up, we have The Landlord. In 1970s Brooklyn, gentrification is already beginning to take hold in the predominantly black neighborhood of Park Slope. Spoiled trust fund kid Elgar Enders buys an apartment block in the area with the intention of evicting the tenants and building himself a bachelor pad. But upon moving in and unexpectedly befriending the inhabitants, he decides to let them stay and becomes their landlord. Rebelling against his rich, racist family, he embarks on affairs with 2 black women, causing uproar in the country clubs and the ghetto tenements of Park Slope alike. This outrageous satire marks the debut of Hal Ashby as director, with a wicked script from Bill Gunn and stunning photography from Gordon Willis. The Landlord is a scabrous and unflinching look at the race relations far ahead of its time, and a unique, important work in the annals of American screen comedy. It's a 2K transfer by Kino Lorber. The Racial Gap, an interview with star Beau Bridges. Reflections, an interview with star Lee Grant. Style and Substance, interview with producer Norman Jewison. A new interview with Hal Ashby, biographer Nick Dawson. An interview with broadcaster and author Ellen E. Jones. Trailer, English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing. Reversible sleeve featuring new and original artwork, and a limited edition booklet. Now, Hal Ashby, you can't go wrong in my book. I pretty much find something really fascinating in all of these films. The idea of this one just sounds interesting. Again, it's another trailer I'm looking at that just, yeah, it ticks the boxes for me. It's something I'd definitely be interested in. Even when you look at this kind of alternative um, work here, it's a little bit risky almost. So, yeah, another one to be interested in. And next up, we have Mississippi Mermaid by Francois Truffaut. Wealthy plantation tycoon Louis puts up an ad for a bride, and luminous beauty Julie arrives in answer. More attractive than the photograph he received, Louis is nevertheless enraptured despite some strange details in her story. Things get complicated when Julie disappears and Louis determines to find her, leading him on a trail of mystery and erotic obsession. Adapted by Truffaut from a novel by Cornell Woolrich, Mississippi Mermaid is a lush colour noir that features the twists and turns of the genre with the heart of Renoir, who the film is dedicated to. You get a high-def digital transfer, uncompressed French mono PCM audio, archival interview with Truffaut from 1969, archival interview with Jean Renoir, who discusses the work of Truffaut, interview with French cinema expert Jeanette Vincendieu, audio commentary by critic Glenn Kenny, trailer, English subtitles, reversible sleeve featuring designs based on original posters, and a booklet. I'm not well versed in Truffaut. I've seen some movies that I love. I've seen some movies that I don't. The fact that this is a kind of noir, the idea of the story kind of captures my imagination. I love neo-noirs. I love noirs in general. I love the idea of the mystery behind this, which is probably going to be the thing that brings me into it more than anything. And finally, this month, we have Revenge of the Beast from director Michael Reeves from Raro Video, which must be number 5 in their range. Let's see. A young British couple, Philip and Veronica, are honeymooning in remote village of Vobrac, Transylvania. After reluctantly booking into a sleazy guest house, the couple encounter Von Helsing, a direct descendant of the legendary vampire hunter, who tells them that the town is placed under a curse over 200 years ago, following the brutal execution of Vardella, a grotesque figure accused of witchcraft. Dismissing his story, the couple plan to leave the next morning. But a mysterious car accident is the catalyst for the return of Vardella and a murderous rampage of revenge. Revenge of the Blood Beast, also known as The She-Beast, is the directorial debut from one of Britain's horror's most important figures, Michael Reeves, and was written and directed when he was just 23 years old. There's a high-def digital transfer, uncompressed mono PCM audio commentary with Paul Maslansky, Ian Ogilvy, and Barbara Steele from 2007, moderated by filmmaker David Gregory. Newly filmed interview with the star Ian Ogilvy, newly filmed interview with author Kim Newman, which is always good, archival audio interview with Barbara Steele, original trailer, reversible sleeve featuring artwork based on original posters, English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, and a limited edition booklet by Kevin Lyons. This is an easy one for me. This is right in my wheelhouse. This is something that I would automatically pick up anyway, and yet again, I will be getting it. So we have 5 movies which seem to be very different, which I am interested in all of them from varied reasons. If I was to pick which one jumped out at me most out of all of these, it would be, of course, Revenge of the Blood Beast. But out of the Radiance range, I am kind of torn because 18 years in prison, I read about that in the Ty Cattle book, and it sounds interesting. The Landlord, again, Hal Ashby. Mississippi Mermaid has that kind of mystery element that really draws me in. And Chow Panton just sounds like a kind of nice neo-noir. I'm interested in all of these. They all sound interesting in one way or another, but I would love to know your thoughts on these films. What do you think of this announcement? Is this something that really kind of gets you excited? Are you getting the bundle on this? Are you picking up all of these? If not, which ones are you most interested in? Let me know in the comment box below. We can have a little conversation about this. And if you've seen any of these films, tell me about them. Let me know about what's too good to look out for and what I should maybe temper my expectations a little bit. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff if you're interested. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, and the manvfilm.com, all ways in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.